What is up, guys? Faces Gaming here, and welcome back to another tier list. The last time we did a tier list, as you saw on the channel, was the Fortnite tier list, where we updated Fortnite up to chapter season 3. Well, now chapter 3, season 4 is out, but I'm not gonna be doing it. I'm not gonna be updating my tier list until probably after the end of the season. So we'll put that on the shelf for now. Today's video, we're gonna be ranking every console that has ever been made. So we're talking handhelds and home consoles. Now, I got this idea thanks to Tim the Tat Man. And well, at this point, that video came out weeks ago, and I had a different version of this video up and ready to go on the channel before, but I deleted it because I didn't like it. So now we're gonna be doing a brand new video. Take this down. So as you can see on the screen, we have every console that has ever been invented, and we're gonna rank them based on my enjoyability. How much did I enjoy? How much fun did I have playing these consoles? So, starting with the never used, there's gonna be a lot of never used. So it's gonna be too many, actually, to be honest. Didn't use that. Didn't use that. No, but I have seen the Sega Genesis in real life before. It looks cool. And no. If there were any plug and plays, then I'd say yes. No, not really. But I have seen it. No, and no. Sega Saturn, haven't used it, but I have seen it. Master System, haven't used it, but I've seen it. No, and no. Yeah, that's a lot of never used. I mean, I was born in '96. I was born before most of these, but I was too young, and I was too young to use any of these anyway. So, starting with our D tier. Starting with the D tier. Let's go. I'm gonna have to be honest with myself here. Gonna have to be really honest with myself. Yeah. So starting with the D tier, let's go with the Wii. Start with the Wii U. The Wii U was a commercial flop, as we all know. It was a commercial failure, but it did house some really great games: Mario Kart 8, Smash Bros. 4, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, Wonderful 101, Bayonetta, and a ton of other, like Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Bros. U, Super Luigi U, Nintendo Land, a ton of great games, and I spent most of my time playing Wind Waker HD, obviously. But if I'm honest with myself, the Wii U was a fun console. Don't get me wrong, it was a fun console, but I don't think I'd own one now. The Game Gear. But I did used to own a Game Gear, funny enough. I did used to own one back in like middle school. Back in like 6th grade, I used to have one. Thanks to one of my uncles. He let me like keep it. And the one game I'm ever playing on this all the time is, of course, Game Gear Sonic 2. The amount of time I played Game Gear Sonic 2 is out of this world. I played that game so many times. That and like Mean Bean Machine, NHL Hockey, Batman Forever, and Aladdin. Oh, I used to play Aladdin all the time. But would I get a GameCube? Would I get a Game Gear now? Probably not. But maybe I don't know. And then the Vita. I only played the Vita one time, and I only played one game. It was back in high school. It was at gym class, and a friend let me use it. His Vita, and I played Mortal Kombat 9, where I used Sub-Zero, beat up Scorpion, and did his head rip fatality. That was it. Would I own a PS Vita? Probably not. Not really. Funny story, my baby brother even wanted a Vita, but he changed. Like nowadays, he's changed his mind. He's really changed his mind. The Vita just couldn't compete with like the other handhelds that were out at the time. Like it couldn't compete with the 3DS in my opinion. It just really couldn't. Okay, C tier. These consoles weren't bad. But you know, these consoles were actually pretty decent. going to do this. I'm going to do. I don't think I could put that there. Gotta be honest with myself here. And one more. Oh, it's hard to choose which one or which other one goes in C tier. Gosh, I can't think. You know what? Okay, that's it for C tier. Okay, so starting with the Dreamcast. Now, with the Dreamcast, the only game I had for the Dreamcast was the Sega Smash Pad. That compilation, excuse me, came with Sonic 1, Altered Beast, Columns, Streets of Rage 2, and a few others that I don't remember. Phantasy Star 2, I think also Phantasy Star 2, I think. I spent most of my time on my Dreamcast playing Streets of Rage 2 and Altered Beast. That's where I spent most of my time on the Dreamcast. Also, I did play a demo for Sonic Adventure 1 before I did play a demo of Sonic Adventure 1. But by the time I got my Dreamcast, Sonic Adventure 1 had already been out by that point. But I didn't know that, though. The PSP. I have my PSP with me now. I've modded it, and I can play any game I want on it. But if I enjoyed this console so much. I enjoyed it back when it was the console, when it had internet. When it had internet support, you could go on the internet, do whatever you want on it. And I enjoy using my PSP now. I really enjoy it. I really do. You know what? No, I'm bumping the PSP up. I'm bumping the PSP up. I love it more than the Dreamcast. I really do. I really do enjoy the Dreamcast. I really do enjoy the PSP more than the Dreamcast. I really do. I can't put it on the same level. I really can't. I can't. I enjoy the PSP too much. We do need a new C tier though. Well, no, not really. Not really. Okay, so to add on to B tier, let's do Xbox 360 1 and No. I'm gonna move these up to it. I'll move these up to A tier. So the Xbox One and the Xbox One S. I have played on these, but not as much as like the Xbox. Not as much like OG Xbox and 360. Not that 360. I didn't even play it that much besides Modern Warfare 3. But I'll bring it back down. OG Xbox. Spider-Man 2. PGA Tour 2004. PGA Tour 2005. Project Gotham. NBA Street 2. NFL Street 2. I could go on for hours talking about the amount of games I played on there. On OG Xbox. As for Xbox One, Xbox One S, and 360, I didn't play that many games on there. Didn't really. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you tell I did. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that I did, because I didn't. Going back to A tier, I'm sorry that these lists were kind of all over the place. I apologize about that. So, going over to A tier, these are games that I really enjoy playing. Consoles I really enjoyed using. I could put OG 3DS down to C tier, didn't really enjoy it that much. I could put this up, the Game Boy up A tier. Put this up at B tier. A as well. PS3 is also going up at A. PS1 can go at B. PS4 can go at A. PS5 surprisingly could also go at A. NES, I only played one game of it. Don't worry, I am going to talk about these games. I'm just putting them where I think they should be. The Switch is going up at S, and so is the PS2. Okay, let's go back to C tier, and let's start with the OG 3DS. Case in point, I didn't own a 3DS, and I didn't see a need to. Sure, I did play, I did have a friend that had Super Mario Bros. For the DS, and Mario Kart DS as well. And I do have Mario Kart DS on the channel. But I never thought to own a DS at the time, because I had a PSP at the time. I was really into PlayStation. I really wanted to get a PSP. Now, OG Game Boy. Played a lot of Pokemon Red on my old Game Boy. Played a lot of Pokemon Red. So much Pokemon Red, I would literally sneak and play it during the night when I had school the next morning. That's how much I loved Pokemon. I'd sneak into the bathroom, turn on the light, sit on the toilet, grab my Game Boy, turn the volume all the way down, and just be on there up on there playing until almost it was time for me to wake up. Not gonna lie. I mean, I did it on the weekends, of course. The weekday I couldn't play it, obviously. OG PS1. I have so many memories with the OG PlayStation. Metal Gear Solid, Street Fighter Alphas 1, 2, and 3, Siphon Filter, Gran Turismo, Italian Job, Crash, demo for Crash, demo for Emperor's Groove, demo for Spider-Man, excuse me, and the demo for Spyro. Gosh, I have so many memories playing this game. So many memories with the OG PS1. So many memories. So many. Super Nintendo. The only memory I have of the Super Nintendo is playing Mario All-Stars. All my other memories of all the other Super Nintendo games I played came from emulators and the Switch online years later. But my first experience with the Super Nintendo was only Mario, who I knew at this point because I had already played Mario Kart, Super Mario, and stuff. Wait, I'm surprised that this Nintendo 64 isn't on here. If I put the Nintendo 64 down there and it never used, I'm gonna be upset at myself because I swear I didn't see it. I'm looking right now. If I put it down there and I didn't see it, I'm gonna be so upset with myself. No, I don't see the Nintendo 64. What the? I don't even see it. What the heck? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, going up to A2 with the 3DS. A few games come to mind. Obviously, the number one game for me is New Super Mario Bros. 2. Played that game backwards and forwards. Played it so much, and I got to play Minish Cap and Metroid Fusion on 3DS as well, and I played those games to death. I still do to this day. OG Game Boy Advance. Now, I didn't really play the OG Advance. I usually had the Advance SP, which is not on here, but let's just say that this is the SP. Lilo and Stitch, SpongeBob, Sonic Advance 3. Those are the only 3 games that come to mind. I played those a lot. Well, my cousin Angel had Sonic Advance 3, and she would let me borrow it whenever she came over. Either she came over or went over to her house. GameCube. So many memories. So many games. Mario Sunshine, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Mega Collection, Mario Kart Double Dash, Power Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario Party 4, Smash Bros. Melee, Sonic Riders, Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. I really didn't. Even though people don't like that game, I enjoyed that game. Batman Rise of Sunshoe, Kirby Air Ride, Star Fox Adventures, Pikmin, Luigi's Mansion, Wario World. I could go on forever and just name all the games I played on GameCube. Obviously, the highlight of the GameCube was when I first played Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time. If it wasn't for me falling in love with Wind Waker, I would have never gave the Ocarina of Time a try on the GameCube. Never would have given it a try. I never would have fallen in love with it. The Wii. The first thing that comes to mind is Wii Sports. Wii Sports Resort, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Sonic Riders, Zero Gravity, Sonic and the Secret Rings. The game is highly underrated. Ton of other games I played for. Ton of Brawl, obviously, Super Punch Out, and many more that I can't even possibly name. I played so many games on my Wii, and now that I modded my Wii so I can play anything, I have a whole library of Wii games on my computer that I can just play. It's that good. PS3. Oh, the PS3. I don't have my old PS3 is dead now, so I had no choice but to throw it out, and that was months later. That was like over a year and a half ago. But when I had my PS3, oh my gosh, I played so many games. Highlight of the PS3 has to be Black Ops 2 for me, bro. I played that game so. You'll see in my you'll see when we get to my Call of Duty tier list that by the time you guys are watching this, by the time you guys are watching this, I'm probably already editing my Call of Duty tier list by this point. Obviously, if you don't, probably by then. But Black Ops 2 is the highlight of the PS3 for me because I played it so much. But that's not the only game. Soul Calibur 5, Soul Calibur 4, Tekken 6, Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, Tekken Tag Tournament, Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, World at War, Black Ops, Advanced Warfare, Ghost, Burnout Paradise. There's so many games I can name on the PS3 that I won't be able to name. So they go for the PS4. Obviously, the highlight of the PS4 for me is Fortnite. I started playing Fortnite on the PS4. I'm still playing it, not as much because I'm not playing it as much, but I do have a lot of highlights. Shadow of Mordor, The Order, Spider-Man PS4, Miles Morales, freaking Tekken 7, Injustice 2, Fighter Z, more MKX, MK11, just so many games, so many free games like Onigiri, Warframe, Blacklight Retribution, I think that's what it's called, Warface. So many games I played on my PS4 that I'm still playing now. PS5. Oh, the PS5. I'm looking at my brother's PS5 right now, and I've been playing. And when he lets me borrow it from time to time, and when I play it, I put my PS4 to the side and I just focus strictly on it. I pretty much have a grasp on how the PS5 works now. Obviously, we got Cold War, Tekken 7. I play on here because the frame rate's much faster on here. Fortnite. We got Ghost of Tsushima, which is really good. PS5 version of Miles Morales is so god darn good. So good. And now I'm waiting on Sonic Frontiers and God of War Ragnarok for the PS5. Those are the games I'm waiting on. Moving up to our two S tiers. Let's start with the Nintendo Switch. I have my Switch right here, right in front of me. I have a blue Switch Lite. And I played, when I first got this game, I was all on it. Playing Kirby Clash, Asphalt 7 racing game that I play from time to time. Then I got Mario Kart 8. Then I got Mario Kart 8 on my Switch. Then Animal Crossing on my Switch. On my sister's Switch, she had Mario All-Star, Mario 3D All-Stars, Smash, Alpha Knight, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary. I play a lot on my Switch. I don't play my Switch a lot now. I'm getting back into playing a lot now, but not as much as when I first played it. Because when I first played it, I was all about Animal Crossing. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. The PS2. I'm gonna move the PS2 in front of the Switch. I'm gonna move the PS2 in front of the Switch. And I'm gonna put the PS3 at the top, move the Game Gear up here, move the Wii up here, and I'm gonna move the PS4 right here, right behind the Xbox. As for this, I think I will move this up here, because I did play these way more than I played these. Yeah. PS2. Arguably one of the best consoles out of this entire console generation. Arguably. Has such great games. Tekken Tag Tournament, Tekken 4, Tekken 5, Ratchet & Clank 2 Going Commando, Ratchet & Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal, Deadlock, Jack 1, Jack 2, Jack 3, thinking Resident Evil 4, Burnout 3 Takedown, Burnout Revenge, Sonic Heroes, Shadow, Sonic Riders, Street, NBA Street 1 and 2, NBA Street 1, 2, 3, NFL Street 1, 2, 3, I could keep going. I could talk about King of Fighters. I could talk about Street Fighter Alpha Anthology. I could talk about Pac-Man Fever. I could talk about a ton of games. Soul Calibur 2, Soul Calibur 3. God of War 1, God of War 2. I could talk so much about the PS2. I could name every game I played on there. MK1, like Mortal Kombat Deception. Played Deadly Alliance on the GameCube and Armageddon on the Wii. Obviously. Shaolin Monks. Sly 1. I could keep going. I could literally keep going. Shinobi. I could literally keep going with the PS2. I played so many games in the PS2. So many games. So many games I've lost count. Now, I put the PS2 at the top of S tier because it's my favorite console of all time. To me, it's the best console of all time. It's the best console. All the, like, Switch is good. All my A tiers are good. My B tiers are solid. C tiers are all whatever. My D tiers might not be games I might get again. But let's be real. The PS2 is probably one of the best consoles ever made. And it's my childhood. The PS2. All these games were part of my childhood growing up. Like the PS2, the GameCube, the Wii, the Game Boy, the PSP, PS1, Super Nintendo, all that stuff. Those are part of my childhood. But the PS2 made my childhood. Made my childhood hands down. No contest. Words enough could not do PS2 justice. I'm sorry. And I think that's my tier list. My thoughts were all over the place. But I gave my general overview of my enjoyability. I played so many games on almost every one of these consoles. But the PS2 just has the most games. The PS2, the PS3 have just the most games, because those are the two consoles I owned a lot longer than these other ones. And yeah, that's my console tier list. What did you guys think? I apologize again if it seemed like I was all over the place. I do apologize. But I just want to let you guys know that this is what I think. Let me guys know where you would put a lot of these consoles. If you played any of the consoles that I've put and never used, please let me know down in the comments below and name some of your favorite games. Obviously for the Genesis, for me it's Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and Knuckles because of Mega Collection. For the Master System, I put Master System Sonic 1 and 2 up there. For the Super Nintendo, obviously Mario 1, 2, and 3. Obviously put that there. Yeah. And, yeah, you know what? I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. See you guys next video. Love you guys so much. Thank you guys for the overwhelming support you've been giving me. Appreciate the like button and all that stuff. Subscribe, hit the bell. You know what to do. Talk to you guys next video. Peace.